How's it going, YouTube? Sam's Horror Movies and more coming back at you guys with a brand new video. And today I'm going to be talking about springtime, and I'm going to be talking about Lee and Longstreet at Gettysburg, and I'm going to try to tie all these things together for you guys. So with all that said, drop me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what your thoughts are about this. So it's springtime. I heard we was talking about it at Horizon Picks, Roy's channel. By the way, his birthday is coming up on Friday. Go check out my video where I shouted out Roy. Horizon Picks. I left a link and all that. He's having a birthday stream this week. I'm sorry, I'm off topic. My brain just does this sometimes. So anyway, spring's coming up, and I think Radical Rick mentioned it too. Spring's coming up, and it's supposed to be warm here for the next week. So I'm kind of hoping, knock on wood, that we're done with the winter for this year. But it's not just the cold weather that I want it to end for. You see, here in the spring, I'm going to be traveling, and I'm going to be taking you guys on this journey with me. Now, I don't know how many times I'm going to have internet along the way, but I will be shooting videos along the way just to take you guys on my little journey. My destination's kind of secret, though. Kind of want to keep the destination a secret. But I will be traveling. You guys will be coming with me. So anyway, what does this have to do with Lee and Longstreet at Gettysburg? Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is every man at some point in their life has a hill that they want to die on, right? Like, you just got to find yourself a hill and die on that hill, you know? Every man comes to that point in their life, I feel like. Coffee pause. Anyway, so during the first 2 days of Gettysburg, right, going back to Lee and Longstreet, Lee hit that Union line in every way you could the first 2 days of Gettysburg. He hit every portion of that line. By the end of day two, Lee's convinced, man. Lee has got it in his head, man. If I wake up in the morning, I'm on all-out attack on the center of that Union line, I'm going to break that Union line, right? Well, at the end of the day two, the battle's over with. There's so many injured and people on the ground that it looks like the ground's alive. There's so many guys on the ground crawling around trying to make it to their lines that it looks like the ground itself is moving. Imagine you're Lee, you're looking at this, right? Longstreet comes up to Lee. General Lee, I feel that we should take our army and maneuver it in between the enemy and Washington and let them attack us. Now, I don't know. I'm going to stop here right at this point in the story and say that's probably a pretty good idea. It sounds like something that might actually work, right? Maybe he should have listened to Longstreet. This has been a big debate after the battle, of course. Goes beyond just the Battle of Gettysburg. But anyway, so by this point, like I said, Lee's blood's up. He's gonna attack that Union line. He says, no, if the enemy is there, I will strike them. If I wake up in the morning and the enemy's standing there, I'm going to attack. Okay. That was Lee's hill to die on. Now, I'm going to tell you the second part of the story, and I'm going to tie it all back together. See, the second part of the story, after he sent Pickett, I think Pettigrew's division was the only one that actually reached the Union line. Them guys marched a mile across the open field in the face of cannon fire and musket fire and all that. But, they got the injured and, the men that didn't get killed or, injured to where they couldn't get back to their lines, they all turned around and ran back to the lines. And there's Lee standing there, right? Lee standing right there is the first person you see as you coming back from that attack. You've been repulsed, and so you've retreated back to your lines. And there's Lee standing there. It is all my fault. The responsibility of this loss falls upon my shoulders. This is what he's telling these guys that are coming back into the line. So what does this have to do with Friday the 13th, and what the hell does this got to do with me? I'm glad you asked that, because I'm not comparing myself to Lee, but we can learn from it. And basically, the whole Jason Voorhees thing is that's what it is. That's my hill. You understand? That's my hill to die on. And if I go to Camp Crystal Lake, and we have premarital sex allegedly, and illegal drugs allegedly, then Jason will show up, not allegedly, and if Jason shows up, if the enemy shows up while I'm there, I will strike him down. And that's my hill. And yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me, Sam, that doesn't sound like a good strategy. That doesn't sound like a good plan. Maybe you ought to take your Otani cards and bet on those. Bet your whole future on your Otani cards and collection. And it sounds like a good look, guys. I'm not going to try to convince any of you not to invest in Otani cards. I think most of you out there know the price of Otani cards is ridiculous. But that's not who I am. I got to find that hill. Again, going back to the military thing, this is how I was raised. Okay, guys, this is how my mind ticks. And a lot of you guys that watch my channel and watch my videos understand this. So long story short, I'm going to Camp Crystal Lake. If Jason shows up, I whoop his ass. That's the story. Keep subscribe, keep those notification bells on, guys, because we're going to talk more about horror. I'm just kind of trying to get back in the groove of things. So let me know what you guys thought about my story. I wish a lot of people today took accountability like Lee did that day at Gettysburg. It is all my fault. And I'll talk about that in a different video. When you go into battle, what if you lose? We'll go into that in a different video. But anyway, drop me a like, leave me a comment. Thanks to all you guys who have been watching my videos. I appreciate the support. Just want to get some content out there for you guys while I can, because I'm busy doing other stuff behind the scenes too. So I'm trying my best to get content out to you guys. So with all that said, guys, give every single day your very best and leave the results to God. Peace.